In days long past, when the animals could speak and their voices echoed across the savannah, there lived a lion, a fierce lion, a proud lion, a lion who struck fear into the hearts of all living things. For he was the mightiest hunter, the stealthiest stalker, and the apex predator of the land. All animals respected him, and all animals feared him. But the lion was not satisfied with respect and fear. No, the lion wanted more. Each day he demanded food from the other animals. If they brought it, he ate their offerings and praised them for their generosity. But if they failed to bring him food, then he ate them instead. Lion, with a terrifying roar, bring me meat or face my teeth. And the animals trembled at his command. None dared defy the king. All had to obey. And so each day a poor creature became the meal of the lion. Sometimes it was a zebra, sometimes a gazelle, sometimes even an elephant calf. Nothing was sacred. Nothing was safe. The lion was ruthless and he was insatiable. Then one day the animals had enough. They were tired of giving, tired of losing their loved ones to the lion's insatiable appetite. And so they held a secret meeting, a meeting of all the animals, big and small, fierce and meek. The elephant proposed that they fight the lion, that they stand up against him and put an end to his tyranny. But the zebra shook her head. He is too powerful, too strong. We cannot win in a fight. Then the giraffe suggested they trick the lion, trap him in some way, but then the monkey pointed out the lion's cunning. He is too sharp, too intelligent. Any plan we make, he will find a way to break it. The animals despaired. How to stop the lion? Suddenly, a small voice piped up. It was the rabbit, a tiny creature with soft fur and long ears. A creature the lion would normally swat away like an annoying fly. Yet the rabbit had an idea, a daring, dangerous idea. I know how to stop the lion, but I need your help, he said. I will lure the lion to my den, and you must all gather around the well nearby. When I signal you are to jump into the well and make as much noise as possible. Together, our clamor will disorient him, and in his confusion, he will run away. But won't he just come back later? Asked the zebra, confused. No, he won't, said the rabbit with a sly smile. I'll make sure of that. So the next day came around, and as usual, the lion went out hunting. This time, his eyes fell on the rabbit, munching peacefully on some grass. His mouth watered. A rabbit stew would be a welcome change, he thought. He swaggered towards the rabbit, his belly rumbling with anticipation. Rabbit noticed the lion approaching, but he didn't budge. He nibbled on the grass as if the lion wasn't there. Lion growling menacingly. Well, what do we have here? It's you again. Little rabbit, I've been meaning to catch you for the tastiest morsel. Rabbit pretended to be terrified. He thumped his foot, dropped his ears, and trembled like a leaf in the wind. Oh, great and mighty lion, what do you want? Lion with a cruel smile. Why? I want to eat you. Of course, it'll be a delicious lunch. Rabbit gulped. Please don't eat me, oh mighty lion. I have so much more to live for. Why don't you ask the giraffes or zebras? They have more meat on their bones. Lion, his eyes gleaming with malice. That's true, but I fancy rabbit stew today. Oh, well, then let me give you a show before you eat me. I have seen a most amazing spectacle near this well. If you come, I'll show it to you. A show, you say? Well, I do love a good show. Lead the way. Rabbit. Rabbit hopped slowly ahead, nibbling on the grass, stopping to rest beneath the trees, and hopping again when he felt like it. He delayed the inevitable, enjoying the cool shade and the soothing breeze. He knew the lion's temper would boil hotter than the midday heat. Soon, the lion was furious, his growls echoing through the savannah. Rabbit, you dare come late to my den. Do you not fear me? Oh, mighty lion. I would have been here sooner, but another lion stopped me along the way. He said he was the real king. He said he would eat me, and you as well. What, another lion? Who dares challenge me? Show me this impostor. Rabbit led the lion to an old well. The water was still as glass and deep as night. There, mighty one. He hides inside. Look, he mocks you with your own face. The lion peered into the well. There, in the dark water, he saw a lion's face staring back. It moved when he moved. It glared when he glared. In the depths of the well, the lion saw himself magnificent and terrible. But as the lion watched, he noticed something strange. The water reflected his every move, yet he could not touch himself. The more he tried, the more the image moved away from his paws. Furious, he roared, "How dare you mock me? Come out and fight." And with a mighty leap, the lion dived into the well. The water swallowed him whole, and the jungle shook with silence. The animals gathered, waiting. At last, Rabbit returned, smiling, his fur still damp from the well spray. "Is it over?" whispered the giraffe. "The lion is gone," replied the rabbit. Cheering erupted. The animals danced and sang. Their voices echoed across the savannah, carrying the tale of the rabbit's wit to every corner of the land. "Look, the lion is gone. He'll never trouble us again," cried the elephant, tears of joy streaming down his face. "We are free, all because of the rabbit. Long live the rabbit, the hero of the hour." The animals crowded around the rabbit, showering him with praise and gratitude. They had underestimated the little rabbit, thinking him weak and insignificant. But it was his small size and unassuming nature that had allowed him to come up with such a clever plan. From that day forward, the animals of the savannah lived in peace. They roamed the plains, grazed in the meadows, and played in the rivers without fear of the lion's wrath. The memory of his tyranny faded into a distant myth, a cautionary tale told to the cubs of future generations. And as for the rabbit, he remained a humble creature, always ready with a kind word and a helping paw, forever known as the rabbit who outsmarted the lion. The wise rabbit proved to all the creatures that day that wisdom is greater than strength, and pride always leads to a fall. The drums and flutes rose, mingling with the animals' laughter that echoed across the savannah. The sun dipped behind the baobab tree, painting the sky in hues of orange and purple. The stars twinkled above as the animals celebrated their freedom under the silvery light of the moon. And so, the tale of the clever rabbit and the hungry lion was passed down through generations of animals, a timeless story of courage, wit, and the triumph of good over evil. Dear fellow scholars, this is a story about facing giants. When the rabbit took on the lion, he seemed to be walking into his own demise. The lion was so much bigger and stronger, yet the rabbit managed to outsmart him. In reality, we can sometimes feel like that little rabbit when confronted with big problems. However, as this story teaches us, sometimes the smallest of us can achieve the greatest of things. It's about recognizing our strengths, being clever, and perhaps even turning the giant's strength against them. After all, what is greater than strength? Wisdom? Thank you for watching and for your generous support, and I'll see you next time.